The Modern Homestead Kitchen presents Kuwakuin Banana Bread. Today I will show you a how-to on make a simple but delicious crowd pleaser banana bread. First, you are going to grab 2 bread pans. Then grab your pan and we are going to spray it on all the sides of the pan until it is evenly coated. Then you are going to grab some flour and put about a fistful of flour into the pan. I suggest doing this over the sink or, like shown in the video, do it over a plate so you don't put flour everywhere. Then you're going to put the flour on all the sides of the pan to make sure it is evenly coated in a perfect layer of flour and pan. And make sure you tap out all the excess like this to make sure you have no residue of flour left. And then you have a perfectly floured pan. Now I will quickly repeat the steps for the second one. Once your pans are floured and greased, set them aside. Grab your electric stand mixer and grab the paddle attachment, which looks like this, and attach it to your stand mixer. Then we are going to need a cup of butter, which is 2 sticks because each stick is a half a cup, and then you are going to want to grab a microwave safe bowl and we are going to soften the butter. Unwrap the butter and put it into the bowl and then put it into the microwave for about 15 to 20 seconds until the butter is softened. We do not want it completely melted. After 15 to 20 seconds, you will have butter that is softened with little dents, which means that it is ready to go. Once it is softened, put it in your stand mixer. Once your butter is all in the stand mixer, you are going to get out your sugar. For this recipe, we are going to use 2 cups of white sugar. For this, I am using my 2-cup measuring cup. If you do not have one, then you are always allowed to use your 1-cup measuring cup and just do that twice. Once your sugar is measured, put it into the stand mixer with the butter. You're going to put it on a 4 speed and you're just looking for the mixture to be creamed and almost a fluffy like texture. Once your butter and sugar are creamed together, you're going to need to grab 4 eggs. I recommend cracking them into a separate bowl. 1, to prevent eggshells into your main mixture, and 2, to make sure that you don't get any bad eggs. Once you have all your eggs cracked in your separate bowl, turn on the mixer on a low speed so the eggs don't splatter, and add the eggs one at a time to make sure they all get combined evenly into the mixture. You can turn your stand mixer on to a higher speed to make sure the eggs get combined evenly with the sugar and butter. Then you are going to grab a separate bowl and 6 ripe bananas, and you are going to peel them and put them into your separate bowl so you can mash them to add to the mixture. Once you have them all peeled and in your bowl, you are going to grab your banana masher, which looks like this, and you are going to mash the bananas until there are no big banana chunks left in the bowl and it is a smooth consistency. Once your bananas are mashed and ready to go, you're going to put it into the sugar, egg, and butter mixture. Grab a rubber spatula and scoop it into your mixture. Make sure it's on a lower speed so it doesn't splatter everywhere, just like we did for the eggs. Once your bananas are all mixed in, we're going to add our dry ingredients. We're going to need 2.5 cups of flour. I recommend having your measuring cups and a butter knife to use. Once you scoop your flour, you're going to grab your butter knife and use the back of it to pat the flour into all the crevices. Then you are going to level it off and you have a perfectly leveled cup of flour. Once it is leveled, add it to your KitchenAid mixer. Our next dry ingredient is salt. We are going to be needing a teaspoon of salt, and I recommend getting a separate bowl to measure out your salt so you don't have to get extra salt into your mixture. And so you're going to put it into your mixture. Then our next one is baking soda. We are going to need 2 teaspoons. So grab your 1 teaspoon measuring spoon and you're going to level it off on the side of the baking soda, and then you're going to put it into the mixture. After that, combine all your ingredients on a slow speed so the flour doesn't splash out everywhere. And make sure you don't overmix because the bread will get tough. Once it is all mixed together, then you can take the paddle attachment off and take the bowl off the KitchenAid. Once you've taken the bowl off the KitchenAid, you are going to scrape the excess off the paddle. Then, with your batter, you are going to grab your 2 pans that we greased in flour earlier, grab a rubber spatula, and we are wanting to fill the batter about halfway up. Remember, it is a bread, so it will rise and get bigger, so you don't want to fill it all the way to the top. Grab your rubber spatula and put about half of it into the pan. See where you're at, measure out the other one, and then you can always add more to use the rest of the mixture. Once your batter is all into the pans evenly, it's going to cook at 350 degrees for 45 to 50 minutes in the oven. Now the banana bread is all done and it looks golden brown and beautiful. Now to take it out of the pan, you may want to run a butter knife across the edges, or it may just come out after patting it on the cutting board. And there you have it, your perfectly beautiful banana bread. I'm going to cut a few slices so you can see what it looks like on the inside. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks!